Welcome back to another case study with one of our awesome students, John Canlis from the Bay Area. John, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing well. We're catching up really quick before we hit record. I know you're getting your stuff done at the co-working office, and you're always doing some cool stuff, man.
I'm trying, man. I'm serious about this, man. I have to give it up my all because I'll regret it if I don't, So I'm doing all of it.
For sure. So yeah, thanks for taking some time. And then just I want to just start off with just I know you've been in our program for about 4 months, Dynamic Fit Pros program. You're doing some great stuff. You've made some great progress. What was the first thing that you really struggled with before coming to us? And you're a registered dietitian, so I want this to hit home too. As some registered dietitians out there.
So as a registered dietitian, we're not really taught about like these marketing or business words that you guys throw into. Like most of our focus is nutrition, biochemistry, food service, and we don't get any of the business and marketing stuff, And with you guys, I think the biggest thing that I didn't have is like these lead generating tactics and how to kind of go about the marketing and sales tactics that I never had. I was really struggling with doing any of that, and it was hard. It was kind of like it makes you want to give up but not give up. It was really hard, and with the help from you guys I was able to. The experience and the improvement from my coaching services, it just went up more and more and more and more.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. I know what you mean, man, to where it's like it's hard at first kind of condition yourself to these tactics because you're not used to it. It's uncomfortable, right? But the next thing I want to ask is like, what would you say like you were most skeptical about before starting the program 4 months ago?
The lead generating tactics. I'm like, there's no way there's more than one. I'm like, is there something? Because sometimes you don't know what you don't know,
Yep.
Like you have to see it to believe it. And then once I saw all these lead generating tactics, I'm like, holy crap, there's more than one, there's more than two, and then like all these tips and tricks that you guys have in your VIP portal, which is really helpful. And you guys go above and beyond that. I email in the morning, you guys reply in the afternoon or on email on the weekend too. That's really helpful in giving the feedback too, like the quick respond. I really appreciate that. And the like just like the motivation every Monday. I don't reply, but I see it, like today. I see it. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
say this mantra, So
Yeah.
mainly the lead generating tactics and the responsiveness. I really appreciate that. I don't know if anyone says that, but those are like the biggest help that I've gotten from you guys.
Yeah, right on, man. And then what was like the biggest breakthrough in the program that you've had?
When I did the spear post, I'm like, holy shit, I can't even keep up with this. I'm like, all right, I have to slow down because Brenda is gonna get overworked and she's gonna charge overtime, and like I have to slow down. That and like I really have to be careful with it. It's a really powerful tool, strategy, technique to do that spear post, and every time I've done it, I get overwhelmed with response. Like this time around, the second time I've done it, it's more controlled now because I learned from the first part, and second time I it just keeps getting better and better because you learn from all these lessons. But the first time I did it, man, I think maybe 100 or 200 people responded. I couldn't even keep up with them. I'm like, I abandoned them because I was doing calls like at 9 o'clock at night, and this is coming from 10 hours and 2 hours of driving. I'm like, I can't keep up with this. I'm just gonna give up because it was just exhausting. But that's a really powerful tool, the spear tactic.
I know you're probably like, what the heck? I was watching that case study. It was really, really good, but just give me literally 30 seconds, okay? Now, if this case study is hitting home and it's relating with you, if you're a health and fitness coach and you're feeling stuck, you're feeling frustrated, you're looking to get to the next level, you create more income, impact, influence, and independence in your coaching business, then we're inviting you just to a free brainstorming call. Leave your credit cards there. It's not like you're gonna stick your hand in this black box and there's gonna be a bunch of snakes or spiders or anything like that, right? It's just a free brainstorming call with me or Coach Eric, just to see how we could help you out, get to know you a little bit, right? Give you some value, okay? 10 minutes only. So if you want to click the link below, you guys can schedule your call. We'd love to see how we could help you out and explore some possibilities, okay? All right, enjoy the rest of this case study.
Yeah, and what would you say, like every time you run like that spear post system, like just average of like clients that you get, on board?
As far as average, it was really hard to say, but from that, I hit my highest income goal just last month in May. That's the highest I've ever been, and about half of them were high paying clients. My high coaching ticket, high coaching one, and the lower one, and that's been really powerful too, because it shows you that when they want something, they're really gonna pay for it, and that's really, yeah. I couldn't believe it when they started paying for the service.
Yeah. And if you don't mind sharing, what was the highest income goal that you hit like last month?
Last month I hit a goal of $3,000. This is coming from maybe like making what $200-$300 a month.
Yeah.
So it's like, it literally doubled and quadrupled, probably even more. And with me working part-time now, who knows what, like, the sky's the limit. I'd make $1 million probably in a couple of years. Just kidding.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. It's the last question, John. Like,
Whoa.
You guys already jumping to conclusion.
Okay.
I just want to ask one more question before you ask the last question too. This is really good. So I want to talk about like specific results. So like you pretty much mastered like the spear post system, which is getting you like a flood of leads every time you want that, right? You had your highest income month, and then the third thing was that you went from full time registered dietitian to part time dietitian, which is huge, right? Because of the commute you were doing. So any other type of like just like wins or anything like that just in the program, like results wise?
Result-wise, I'd have to say from a financial standpoint, the money I'm generating on a recurring basis is great. From a mindset point of view, knowing the fact there are people out there willing to pay and willing to have for my services, that's a really big win, because I used to think that they're not going to pay for my high coaching ticket, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to see how this works, and then like the setup calls and then the discovery calls, the strategy behind that one was really powerful. Screening them, and then if they're not a good fit versus a good fit, you can do them for a longer discovery call. That's been really powerful. Did I answer your question? Sorry.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Sorry.
So my last question finally, since Chris interrupted, was if there was another fellow fitness professional or even a registered dietitian that was having these type of struggles that you did, would you recommend our program, the Dynamic Fit Pros program, to them?
Yeah, I definitely do. You guys are very like responsive, very helpful. The fact that you guys were willing to get on a phone call, even though it wasn't like our 8 week, that was really great. Just have your office hours. I can't come because I have to work. I wish I could, but if I did, I'd take advantage of it. The responsive, the amount of resources you guys put into your VIP program is amazing. Like you guys hit different angles of entrepreneurship, from finance to mindset to work-life balance. I don't know any business coach that I've seen, even registered dietitian business coaches. I don't know any of them do that, and you guys are the only one that do that. Seriously, I've looked, and Alan vouches for you guys, and I trust Alan a whole lot. So if he says you guys are legit, I'm gonna take his word for it. So everything, man, it's like a little all these little things that you guys go above and beyond. It really does add up.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
Awesome, man.
Appreciate Shout out to Alan Aragon too.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Yeah, man. Honestly, just I know I sound like a broken record, but again, just I'm very proud of you. And just it's only been 4 months, man. Just you taking action, just being resilient, working full time. You have a family. You've never made any excuses, and this is why it's paying off. And like you said, it's the sky is the limit, to where this is just the beginning. So I'm super proud of you, man, and thank you again for putting your trust into myself, to Chris, to our program. And where can people follow you and just see what you're doing?
They can follow me on Instagram, John Canlis RD. That's John Canlis, letter R, letter D. I also have a Facebook group called Sustainably Fit and Healthy. Pretty much I help people lose weight, build muscle without giving up their favorite foods through the virtual coaching. So they can find me through there.
Awesome. Right on. Awesome. Guys, go check out John, what he's doing. He is the real deal. All right, John, thanks again, man. Keep it up.
Thanks.